My name is Barbara Johnsen. I'm an interior designer, live here in Sonoma, California. And this is my barn. This is a space that I've been dreaming about building for a long time. It's my home, it's my office, and it's just a terrific space to live in. I had always wanted to live in a barn. It represents actually everything that I love about design, from the light and the openness, the idea that everything happens in one room, which is terrific. And there's a lot of history in this old building. So the idea of living inside of all this history and bringing it back to life again has huge significance to me, has good karma, good feeling about it to me. This barn originally was built in 1840s in a little location outside of Princeton, New Jersey called Mechanic Station. And it actually was a wagon house built completely by hand, so it has all these hand-hewn beams and there's no bolts or metal in it of any kind. It was just put together with timber pegs. And there's what they call marriage marks, which are where the farmers used to mark each post and how it went together with the beam or how it went together with various elements of the structure that you can still see. When we put it back together again, it only took about 7 or 8 days for the whole thing to go back together. Even though it was standing for 200 years almost, it didn't take very long to get it apart and put it back together again. So I think it's important to find the space that just works perfectly. Everybody has their own unique environment in which they feel best and most comfortable. I tried to recreate as much as possible from the old days, and many elements are brought out here. For example, this table right here is actually one of the old doors that was up on the front of these windows, and we turned it into a table. The flooring here in this space is originally, it's old heart white pine. The planks are like 14, 16 inches wide, so we had all those refurbished and redone here. The beam that you see above the fireplace over here actually was a post for some of the corn crib areas, and we turned that into a mantle up there. So as much as possible, I tried to use every element of the barn that I could, the original barn that I could. For a stairway, we needed to get out of the building and go around in a circle to come back in again, and didn't want to have to cut any beams or any posts of any kind to accomplish that stair. So we sort of stretched the building a little bit and added that silo over there. It was a bit of a challenge to find a dome for a silo and get a silo built in California, but it all worked out, and I think it adds tremendously to the shape of the space. This loft space is really my favorite space. It's a whole nother dimension and scale and proportion to the rest of the barn. It's very cozy up here, the roof is a little closer, the colors are very warm. It's nice to have a second space to come to. I have my desk up here. You can see over everything down below. I can read, there's a library up here. I can watch a film. It's a fireplace. One of my favorite spaces here though is the master suite. It's much more private, which I really enjoy. It really is a little cocoon. I created the master bathroom up there as a little sanctuary. I wanted it to be a break from the rest of all this wood and warmth of the building. It's all in blues and white. Great big beautiful bathtub and lots and lots of fresh light in there, so it's wonderful. I think the reason that Pottery Barn selected this space is it makes a perfect backdrop for this casual country American style. As an interior designer, it's a great affirmation to think that my own work was something that was appealing and attractive to Pottery Barn to come in and show their products in this casual country American look. It was just a lot of fun, a great professional group, and their products looked fabulous in this space.